Live from our studios at Park Forest in Jackson, Michigan, this is Steve Sporty Balls, the sportscast that flips the script and has fun with it. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer sitting in for Harry von Stuttgart, and here is the lad himself, Steve Bexley. Hello, Bexman. Hey, greetings. How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of whatever we're going to do for an hour. It is a sportscast nightmare. I speak highly and with affection, of course, of the fact that the sports world, especially if you are a hockey fan, has taken this week off. So we are looking ever so. Let me get my little friend here to get you some scores. And we keep forgetting something. There is such a thing as minor league. So, if you will, for a few moments, I know we got to do this, so just bear with a moment. Boop. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's scoreboards. I don't need scoreboards. I need the scores. Don't you just love it when things all of a sudden just go completely bananas? This is why we ad lib here on this broadcast. There we are. I think this. I don't know. Well, let's figure this puppy out. Okay. Let's go to it. We have no hockey. The NHL, as we said, is on a week's hiatus. Hello, Matt. And hello, Matt G. How y'all doing? We're doing okay. Hey. So we're going with whatever we can find here. Oh, boy. Whatever we can find. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay. Yeah, let's go over here. Where is it? Okay. The Ontario Hockey League. Let's go to it. The Erie Otters over the Guelph Storm, the 3-0. Sudbury Wolves defeated the Niagara Ice Dogs 4-3. North Bay Battalion over the Mississauga Steelheads 3-0. Oshawa Generals over the Peterborough Petes 6-3. Sarnia Sting stung the Windsor Spit Fires 4-2. In Quebec, Rouyn-Noranda Huskies defeated the Blainville Boisbriand Armada 5-4. Drummondville Voltigeurs defeated the Baie-Comeau 4-0. Halifax Mooseheads over the Victoriaville Tigers 4-2. And the Chicoutimi Saguines defeated the Gatineau Olympiques 2-0. Okay, do we have anything? Oh yeah, and in the AHL, the Coachella Valley Firebirds defeated the Calgary Wranglers 4-1. Matthew says, I'm doing well. Apologies for not being able to be here yesterday. The Twitch stream went on for quite a while. It did well. Best stream I have. Well, congratulations, my friend. And hopefully, if I'm not so dang busy, I'll be getting on our Twitch stream to ferret things out so we can get started with that. Hopefully by that time, I'll be in the studio over here. Good luck to us all. Good luck to us all. I kill me. Okay, let's go to basketball. We got a lot doing the b-ball. Let's get to it. There are 3 games today. And I talked to Ebby, and she recommends OBS for streaming. Okay, what does that do for us? Because we got Twitch Studio. Do we download OBS and take out Twitch Studio? While we think about this, we only got 1 game in the NBA that's still going on. In the third quarter, Philadelphia 76ers lead the Utah Jazz 82-78. In other games, Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 108-101. Indiana Pacers lost to the New York Knicks 109-105. And the LA Lakers, without King LeBron James, defeated the Boston Celtics 114-105. Yes. So OBS for streaming. So I think we got to get rid of Twitch Studio. Okay, let's keep going. In the NBL in Australia, Tasmania Jack Jumpers defeated the Cairns Taipans 94-86. In Canada, the Basketball Super League, the Windsor Express lost to the KW Titans 127-107. Do we have any other scores? I would love to know, Here we go, the NCAA games. Wow. There's a lot of them, folks. Well, there's a lot that, okay, let's just see. How can it be rained out? Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on there. So it says RO. Yeah, because Twitch Studio actually takes up more CPU and more power usage. Okay, I will remove Twitch Studio on the morrow. Okay, so we got those out of the way. Let's get to what we get to all the time. We get to a message. And the message is Freund-Leben. There we go. Okay, let's get to the scores. And oh boy, we are back to normality. Okay. 76ers lead the Utah Jazz 82-78. As we said, Lakers over the Jazz 114-105. Knicks over the Pacers 109-105. Cavaliers over the Grizzlies 108-101. In men's basketball, we only got 2 games. Final in overtime, Nebraska over 6th ranked Wisconsin 80-72. And number 1 ranked Arizona. Arizona. Are you sure they're number 1 ranked? Yeah, number 1 ranked Arizona beat California 91-65. It's time now for the ladies. Women's basketball, it's all conferences. What did we do? Which one? Tap to remove restrictions. Okay, remove restriction. There. What's the matter with this now? Okay. Okay, let us just do this. Okay, let's now go back. Thank you. Okay, NCAA women's college basketball. 1 game still going on in the 4th quarter, minute 34 remaining. LBSU over Cal Baker, 70-57. Final scores, Tennessee State over Morehead State, 71-58. Utah Tech, a 91-55 winner over UT Rio Grande Valley. Austin P over Kennesaw State 61-50. Lipscomb over Queens 76-63. Coastal Carolina over Georgia Southern 73-55. Maine over UMass Lowell 68-49. UMBC over Bryant 54-52. Niagara over St. Peter's 85-51. Eighth ranked Ohio State over Wisconsin 87-49. Sacred Heart over Stonehill 80-53. UT Martin over Eastern Illinois 80-65. SIUE over Little Rock 67-61. Central Arkansas over Jacksonville 71-58. Western Illinois over Lindenwood 75-68. East Carolina over Tulsa 56-48. Virginia Tech over Virginia 76-63. Miami of Florida over Wake Forest 72-54. 72-54. Southern Indiana University an 81-72 win over Tennessee Tech. Northern Alabama defeated North Florida 60-51. CCSU over San Fran, Pennsylvania 64-58. ETSU over Furman 78-59. FDU, Florida Dominion over LIU 59-56. Tennessee over Georgia 95-73. In overtime, Mississippi State over Kentucky 77-74. Liberty over New Mexico State 69-53. Quinnipiac in overtime beat Marist 64-62. Mount St. Mary over Iona 55-48. Fairfield over Riders 67-44. Siena over Manhattan 74-51. Chattanooga over Wofford 57-51. Le Moyne over Wagner 56-45. Vermont over Albany 64-59. Binghamton over New Jersey Tech 63-58. FIU over Lasagna Tech over Louisiana Tech 73-71. UT Arlington over Southern Utah 85-59. Southern Mississippi over Louisiana 55-48. 15th ranked Louisville, a winner over 21 ranked Syracuse 81-69, a workable number. Clemson over Boston College 65-55. 14th ranked Notre Dame over Georgia Tech 85-48. Duke over Pittsburgh 69-38. Southeast Louisiana over Incarnate Word in 3 overtimes 93-86. Jacksonville State over UTEP 70-62. Troy over University of Louisiana Monroe 94-83. In overtime, Sam Houston beat Western Kentucky 87-81. Ole Miss over Vanderbilt 67-61. New Orleans over Houston Christian 71-61. Nichols State over Northwestern State 60-57. Number 1 ranked South Carolina over Auburn 76-54. St. Thomas, Minnesota over Nebraska of Omaha 88-83. Tarleton State over Abilene Christian 74-66. South Dakota over North Dakota 69-53. Northern Arizona over Weber State 85-65. Stephen F. Austin over Utah Valley 72-63. South Florida over Memphis 69-46. Texas A&M Community 94-70 over McNeese State. 24th ranked. Boy, I'm glad I'm getting my eyes checked tomorrow. 24th ranked North Carolina, a loser to number 5, North Carolina State, 63-59. South Dakota State over North Dakota State, 65-58. Denver over UMKC, 65-50. 12th ranked Texas over 13th ranked Baylor, 67-55. Alabama over Arkansas, 86-70. Idaho State over Northern Colorado, 76-56. UC Davis over UCSB, 82-62. Montana State over Eastern Washington, 62-61. Montana over Idaho, 79-68. UC San Diego over CS Northridge, 53-52. San Francisco, 78-54 win over Pepperdine. Portland, an 85-72 win over Pacific. 19th ranked Gonzaga, an 80-52 win over San Diego. Grand Canyon over Seattle, 53-40, and Santa Clara 63-49 win over LMU. We're sure that's today. That's today. All conferences. I like to know because I think I just gave very strange scores. Okay, we got it. Round one of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am used to be called the Bing Crosby, so excuse me whilst I do my Bing Crosby voice. And here we go, round number one. I think we're gonna have a little Minute Maid orange juice. It tastes good. All right. Thomas Detry leads after first round, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. -9. It was the score. Patrick Cantelé is in second with -8. Matthew Pavron, third, -7. Emiliano Grillo is at -6, tied with Si Woo Kim, also at -6. So there you go. Let's go to soccer for this wonderment of wonders. In the Premier League, West Ham United and Bournemouth finished to a 1-1 tie. Manchester United beat Wolverhampton 4-3. Let's take a look at the table. We haven't looked at the table for the big old Premier League, and let's look at it right now. First place is Liverpool with 91 points. 51, excuse me. I'm glad I'm getting my eyes checked. 51 points is Liverpool. Second, Manchester City at 46, along with Arsenal, also at 46. Tottenham Hotspur, 43, along with Aston Villa, also with that number. West Ham United is in sixth place with 36 points. Seventh is Manchester United with 35. Newcastle United is in eighth with 32. Ninth place, Brighton and Hove Albion at 32. 31, Chelsea, 10th place at 31. Wolverhampton is in 11th with 29. Bournemouth in 12th with 26. Fulham at 13 with 25. Crystal Palace 14th with 24. Brentford at 15th place with, I want to make sure I get this right, 22. Nottingham Forest, 16th with 20th. Luton Town is in 17th place with 19. Everton is in 18th place with 18. Burnley is in 19th place with 12. And Sheffield United is in the bottom of the basement with 10 points. Now, let us see here. The ones in the green. So the top four teams that will be going to the Champions League. No, we cannot play the theme music because I don't have my kazoo with me. Are right now Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, and Tottenham Hotspur. While in the Europa League, it'll be Aston Villa. And the three teams that are battling for, they're trying to get out of the bottom three tier because those three teams will be regulated to the lesser known soccer leagues. But right now, the three teams that are in the regulation pool are Everton, Burnley, and Sheffield United. Okay, and guess what? Sorry. In La Liga, only one game, Real Madrid over Getafe 2-0. Argentine Premier Division action, Boca Junior and Sarmiento tied at 1. Estudiantes over Union 1-0. And Godoy Cruz over Central Cordoba SDE 2-0. And that, my friends, you are my friends, is about all the scores. The NHL is having their All-Star break, so we'll find some substitutes. We've already did the hockey scores. About 5 minutes to the top of the hour, Actually, in my clock, it's we've been on the air for 20 minutes. Ain't that great? Okay, we got a lot more to do. That's right. Coming up, we're going to tell you how Nickelodeon is going to make sure they have history on their side. Boop. That's right, folks. We're going to find out how okay. We've also got somewhat of a chilling update on the Vince McMahon situation, and oh boy, this one is insane, to believe it or not. So let's get to that right now. Oh, we don't have the latest there, but let's go to. There we go. Let's kick off to awful announcing, and let's see if there's any newt. Any newt. Come on, boy song. Why are we having the biggest issue here with awful announcing? I have no idea. How is CBS Sports and Nickelodeon doing? Okay, give me a moment here. I want to get the information correct. Boop. Let's see. Here we go. Hey. Okay, this comes direct from PR Newswire. Super Bowl 58, live from Bikini Bottom, to feature SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Star live in the booth, alongside CBS Sports' Nate Burleson and play-by-play announcer Noah Eagle, Sunday, February 11th, 6:30 p.m. between the 49ers and the Chiefs. All new episode of NFL Slime Time and more to premiere during Super Bowl 58 week. So here we go. This is from PR, folks. There you go. So here we go, kids. Nickelodeon CBS Sports today revealed production elements for the first ever Super Bowl alternate telecast, airing exclusively on Nickelodeon Sunday, February 11th at 6:30 p.m. I'll just stand like this because I got to look at the camera. Super Bowl 58 live from Bikini Bottom will feature enhanced graphics and advanced augmented reality, bringing the historic slime-filled telecast to SpongeBob SquarePants' undersea home. Paramount's multi-platform coverage of Super Bowl 58 will feature CBS Sports presentation on the CBS television network, which will stream on Paramount Plus and on mobile with NFL Plus, in addition to the Nickified telecast exclusively on Nickelodeon. Now, for the first time ever, characters from SpongeBob SquarePants will join the telecast live with an animated SpongeBob SquarePants, voiced by Tom Kenny, and Patrick Star, voiced by Bill Fagerbake. I knew I'd screw up that name once in a while. I knew. Maybe I'll find out and actually do it. Bill Fagerbach, Joining CBS Sports analyst Nate Burleson, play-by-play announcer Noah Eagle, live in the booth to call the game. Sandy Cheeks, voiced by Carolyn Lawrence, will make her sideline reporting debut, while Larry the Lobster, voiced by Mr. Lawrence, provides live commentary. NFL Slime Time's Young Dylan and Dylan Sheffer will also report live from Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, Nevada. Dora the Explorer, voiced by Diana Zerminal, and Boots, voiced by Asher Colton Spence, help explain penalty calls during the game. I'm getting good. It's been a while. So here we go. Super Bowl 58 live from Bikini Bottom will feature a can't miss opening segment from Allegiant Stadium, recreating SpongeBob's iconic Sweet Victory performance, hijinks throughout the game from fan favorite villain Plankton, appearance from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, reimagined end zone cannons that fire slime, Krabby Patties, and pickles. Yes! It's going to be a hoot. I'm going to watch a Nickelodeon one. The hell with CBS Sports. Can't say that. Okay. I'm not tilting or anything. All right. Okay. To continue, undersea AR jellyfish within the stadium, slime trails and pineapples, and surprise appearances from beloved Nickelodeon characters in the crowd. The production will continue to showcase one-of-a-kind content and Nick-themed elements throughout, including guest appearances, original on-field graphics, virtual filters, and more for kids and families. Beginning Monday, February 5th, and following Super Bowl 58, Nickelodeon CBS Sports will debut a programming lineup for kids and families that includes brand new episodes of NFL Slime Time and more. Let's go for a rundown of the premieres airing, of course, as always, Eastern Pacific on Nickelodeon, otherwise noted. The SpongeBob Super Bowl party, Monday, February 5th at 7 p.m. The Super Bowl is here, and Patrick, SpongeBob, and Gary are throwing a party. Fans are invited to join their favorite Bikini Bottom residents as they prepare for the Super Bowl and get a glimpse at the town's game day rituals. Ooh. NFL Slime Time Super Bowl preview, Wednesday, February 7th at 7:30. Find out who takes home NFL Slime Time top honor. The MVP of NVPs, plus catch slime lights of some of the NFL's most exciting players. Most of them will probably be Detroit Lions. NFL Slime Time Super Bowl 58 Slime Lights, Monday, February 12th at 7. Airs on Nickelodeon in the UK, New Zealand, and Australia on Tuesday, February 13th. The game may be over, but the party's just beginning. SpongeBob SquarePants, Realistic Fish Head, voiced by Mr. Lawrence, will recap the highlights and slime lights from the biggest night in sports. Rah! And NFL Slime Time post-Super Bowl, Wednesday, February 14th at 7:30 p.m., the Season 3 finale, Aloha Oi. Young Dylan and Dylan Shefter wrap up the season with a recap of the Super Bowl, including a look back at the action from Bikini Bottom, exclusive post-game interviews, and bloopers. Oh, they're going to be bloopers. Plus, they highlight the winner of the slimiest trophy in sports, the Super Bowl MVP. Now, to celebrate the first ever Super Bowl alternate telecast and, again, history, the first ever cable broadcast of the Super Bowl by a network, even though it is a kids network, Nickelodeon still gets that plum tag. That's right. The network of Super Bowl 58. That's right. The first kids network is now the first kids network to broadcast, and the first kids and cable network. First kids and cable network to broadcast a Super Bowl. Wow. Anyway, to celebrate all this, Nickelodeon is inviting kids and kids at heart to climb through its splat portal into the inflatable Bikini Bottom Super Bowl spectacular Super Bowl experience at Mandalay Bay South Convention Center. Fans will have the slime of their lives. I had the slime of my life, and I want to slime her very much. Yeah. Fans will have the slime of their life as they bounce on a larger-than-life Krabby Patty, toss Krabby Patties into SpongeBob's mouth, pose for a slimy photo op with the NFL Slime Time MVP trophy, and more. Nick.com and Super Bowl, or Nick.com/Super Bowl will serve as the official Super Bowl digital hub for kids and families on game day, where users can engage with an array of content packages, meme galleries, and more. Additionally, SpongeBob and Super Bowl 58 are coming together in the ultimate Bikini Bottom experience on Roblox. Elements from Super Bowl 58, live from Bikini Bottom, will be featured in 5 experiences from Game Fan on Roblox, SpongeBob Simulator, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Tycoon, Super NFL Tycoon, Easy Obey, and Twilight Daycare from February 2nd to the 19th. Users can earn Super Bowl SpongeBob themed rewards by completing quests in each and across all 5 experiences, participating in pregame trivia, interacting with SpongeBob characters, and more. On site in Vegas, fans can shop for exclusive products at the Paramount Mountain, including a SpongeBob SquarePants t-shirt, Survivor scarf, anything that's on CBS. Okay, there you go. Let's see. SpongeBob fans can also gear up with special apparel and accessory collaborations. Select items will be available for purchase at the NFL Shop at the Super Bowl within the Super Bowl experience, as well as online via NFLShop.com and respective partner websites, NewEra.com, Homage.com, and Chalkline.com. Super Bowl 58 live from Bikini Bottom is produced by CBS Sports in association with Nickelodeon Productions. Sean McManus, the soon-to-be, I guess we might as well call him Chairman Emeritus of CBS Sports, and Harold Bryant will be executive producers of the NFL on CBS and CBS Sports. Sean Robbins is coordinating producer of the games. Production for Nickelodeon is overseen by Ashley Kaplan, executive vice president Nickelodeon and Awesomeness Unscripted and Digital Franchise Studios. Man, that's a big logo. Paul J. Medford, Vice President of Unscripted Current Series, Luke Wall, Vice President of Unscripted Creative, and Jennifer Bryson, Vice President of Production, Tentpoles Events, and Musical Specials. And a partridge in a pear tree. I don't know about you kids, but I am going to watch the Nickelodeon Super Bowl coverage. Yes, Yes, friends, I will be at a Super Bowl party, and I will have, then after the Super Bowl, I will be rushing back here at the studios, and I will be doing a Super Bowl post-show right here with my thoughts on both the CBS and very historic Nickelodeon coverage. And yes, I will send a little tweet saying congratulations on being the first cable network to carry the Super Bowl. That's right. And I'm going to have a little artwork for them. So there you go. Let's see. By the way, Nickelodeon is 44 years old. That's right. Next year, they'll be 45. Those of us who watch Nickelodeon love it. Gotta tell it. They started out as a little offshoot of a Columbus, Ohio network called Cube. It was owned then by Warner American Express Satellite Entertainment Company. Too bad we can't still can't do our L2C Super Bowl special unless Jay's computer is fixed. This is true. By the way, Matthew, do we have? I'm glad you mentioned. By the way, Matthew, you made mention, but let's see, what do we got here? Yes. Here we. The Detroit Free Press. Wow. Uh, hmm. Let's see here. Why can we? Okay, from what I understand, one of the questions was, am I allowed to say the Super Bowl? A bunch of local radio stations here are running competitions with Super Bowl themed prizes, but none of them call it the Super Bowl. It's always the big game or the game of the year or whatever. Is the NFL that paranoid or protective of the word Super Bowl? Um, well, from what I understand, um, hmm, here we go. This from the Detroit News. I don't know how long I'm going to be reading this, but believe it or not, I'm going to try. This from Neil Rubin, February 3rd. Uh, the National Football League once threatened to sue a Baptist church for putting out a flyer about a Super Bowl party. Super Bowl, the league's lawyer harumphed, is a trademark and not to be trifled with by a piddling church hoping to repair its roof or help some of those pesky poor people. Actually, the church, believe it or not, thank you. Actually, the church was within its rights. So is any sandwich shop that advertises a super good Super Bowl deli tray. The NFL has been highly successful, however, in getting everyone to think otherwise. At least it doesn't lay claim to God or Sunday, although it does claim exclusive rights to Super Sunday. Now, the Super Bowl, the actual game, not the trademark, kicks off at 6:30 Sunday in Las Vegas. And unlike Fall Creek Baptist Church, Neil Rubin can say Super Bowl without worry. Super Bowl, grossly overhyped Super Bowl brought to you by the drooling rabbit carcass gnawing predator that is the NFL. Super Bowl, Super Sunday. Take that, you super sand kicking bullies, flying armed with the legal doctrine of nominative fair use. Essentially, says University of Michigan law professor Jessica Littman, nominative use means you are allowed to use the name of the thing to talk about the thing. What brings that particular thing to mind are all the Super Bowl related advertisements that tie themselves to the game without daring to mention its name. ABC Warehouse's circular comes close with its super sale on plus size televisions. Our super low prices will bowl you over. Otherwise, everyone steers clear of the grumpy NFL and its rampaging horde of lawyers. Kroger has displays of snacks it's calling Game Day Greats category that includes red velvet Oreos. More commonly, everyone from Aldi to Chicken Shack to Hanson's Windows, your neighborhood, Coney Island, is playing off the phrase big game, which the NFL actually tried to trademark, and still Stanford and Cal pointed out their annual football grudge match has been called the big game since 1902. Now, the Hiller supermarket chain ran an ad 6 years ago about meeting all your Super Bowl needs. The NFL responded with a cease and desist letter, and owner Jim Hiller ceased and desisted. Since then, he has sold his stores to Kroger for enough money that he could tell the NFL to go deflate itself. Not everyone has that sort of disposable cash, unfortunately, which is how the league gets away with what U of M's Lippman calls trademark bullying. Bullying. Keep in mind that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell makes $44 million a year just to issue disciplinary edicts that get overturned on appeal. Suing a furniture store that sold Super Bowl-ready recliners would be chump change. The league, Lippman explains, is protecting its advertisers and its revenue stream. If Tomaine Burger had paid big money to be the official Super Bowl fast food sponsor, it doesn't want to see salmonella subs using the event's name. She says, quote, threatening to sue dissuades the competitors. If the NFL is going to take me to court and it's going to cost me $100,000 to win, I'd rather call the game Fred and not get sued. Now, Neighborhood Tavern cannot legally say it's the official Super Bowl spot to drink Paps and eat chicken wings until you turn greener than AstroTurf. That suggests an association with the game that it did not purchase. But the same tavern can rightfully say it has 37 widescreen TVs and is therefore a fine place to watch Super Bowl. The question is, how badly does the tavern want to use a name? Will its business increase by six figures if it puts Super Bowl on a flyer instead of the big game? Littman says the NFL is willing to spend $1 zillion to get its way, and it's simply not worth that much for anyone else to be right. When the matchup is nominative fair use versus nominative scads of cash, fair use is a 6-touchdown underdog, and the smart money is on the favorite. So we call it the Super Bowl, but kiddies, we can say, once again, you can say Super Bowl. So here we go. Super Bowl, 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 that's 30. Super Bowl, 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 Super Bowl 40. Super Bowl, 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 Super Bowl 50, Super Bowl, 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 Super Bowl 58. Yes. Steve, there's a gentleman here in a shark suit. Does he have a football helmet on? Yeah. Go tell him to go Gronk himself. Actually tell him to go Gronk himself. We say Super Bowl because it is the Super Bowl. That's 59 and 60. That's right. Since we have fair use on our side, Super Bowl. Super Bowl. That's 62. Okay. I thought there was a news thing here that could tell us. So is Jay's computer fixed? I don't know. I should. I'm going to ask Chrissy and Angie tomorrow if indeed that. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to try to ask Angie and or Chrissy if Jay's computer has been fixed. So there you go. And hey, we're on YouTube. Yeah, this will probably be copyright stricken by the NFL, so I might have to edit that out. Don't count on it. Anyway. God, I love being so anti-corporate. Grr. And by the way, happy birthday, Jerry Nichols. There you go. Let me see if everything is okay, kosher, Yeah, we might have to check to make sure. Honestly, it shouldn't have been that big a deal, all for a name, and Thanks, Steve. My dad is now 70 years old. He's 70 years young. That's right. He's 70 years young. He's a young guy. Muy macho. Anyway, just 70 years young. Okay, let's, I want to view this. If I may, deselect. Deselect. Thank you. Is there a way I can see this? Is there a way? Yeah, view. I'd like to view, please. A little view. Okay, we did the NHL All-Star break begins. We did the scores. We did the NFL news. There's a new streaming service coming up that's run by the folks at Gray TV or Gray Media. 300 local news stations have teamed up to start a streaming service. So, and apparently it is going to begin right after the Super Bowl. And let me see here. Do we have, yeah, we got about 10 minutes or so. Yes, you can say Super Bowl. We've already said it. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's called Zeam, Zeam. And it's a free ad supporter from SyncBack, a streaming tech company. Every time we want to show that, well, we can't do that. So there you go. And it's going to be free. Free. So if you are a news animal or a sports animal, you'll be able to take a little view of it. That's right. Okay, it is 22 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock. And if you will excuse me for just a couple of moments, I am going to get a wee drink. Because saying that name 58 times gives a person a little pause for the reflection. So give me a moment to get a drink. Oh, yes, get a drink, Steve. Okay, drink show here. Yeah, let's do the water here. Okay, we do the water. All right. Ooh. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah. Okay. So, come on. Tear off. Why these things don't tear off easy? And here we go. Let go, Stevie, sir. He's the demon on wheels. He's the demon on. Anyway, how you doing? I know you're saying, hey, where's Steve gone? Steve's just gone to get him a little drink and a little snack. But as you can see, we do come back. Yep. Oh, got a little water enhancer here. It's Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. Okay, we're at the 24 after midnight. We are on the air until 12:35. I did not realize I have a dirty screen, but I'm going to do something about that tomorrow. Let's get back to the fun, the merriment, And yeah, let's get to some entertainment news. From our friends at Inside Radio, a trio of staffers exit Midwest Family Broadcasting Madison. Christy Hatcher, midday host at AC Magic 98 WMGN. Christina Carlisle, morning host at Country 106 WWQM. And Rowdy Nelson Raisbeck, assistant program director, promotions director, head of affiliates at Sports The Zone 1670 WOZN. Heather joined WMGN in September 2022. Previously spent 5 years in mornings at co-owned Rhythmic CHR 93.1 Jams. Previous stops include mornings at Town Square Media CHR, WKFR, and Kalamazoo. Nights at Cumulus Media's 96.9 The Fox in Appleton, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and mornings at Midwest Family Broadcasting's The Rock 95.7, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Budget reasons is mainly the reason why they are exiting. Meanwhile, the Yeah Network syndicated the Greg Behavioral Show is added to mornings on co-owned Modern Rock, The Resistance, 106.7 WRIS, with the addition, Pat Gallagher moves to middays. Barrow will also provide imaging voiceover for the station. In other words, voice tracking. I know voice tracking is, respectable, rich, etc. The Rick and Bubba Show will sign off at year's end. Let us read this. This is our entertainment section. Rick and Bubba Show will sign off at year's end, or at year's end. The duo announced on Thursday Syndicated Solutions program is currently heard on more than 60 radio stations and seen on more than 20 television stations across the country, including YouTube. From its flagship Summit Media Country station WZZK in Birmingham, Alabama. Rick Burgess said on the show, it's been an incredible 30 years, and we've decided this will be the final year of the program. Bill Bubba Bussey credited their audience with making the last 30 years possible. In this business, 30 years of the same product and very little change in the lineup is unheard of. Burgess reflected on the show's earliest days when he was hosting the show alone and recruited Bussey to join. While the final show was not revealed, Burgess referenced the middle of December big show ender. We wanted to know when the show was over before you did, because we didn't want it to become sad, Burgess said. We wanted to end it before we ever became a parody of ourselves. Burgess teased that he will remain in radio as he feels healthier than he did in his 40s. Bussey said he has no plans beyond the show's end. So another radio duo says bye-bye. And we will miss. Premier Network's Fox Sports Radio begins its 24th annual Super Week coverage beginning Monday, with several of its shows broadcasting live from Vegas. The week-long broadcast event will feature interviews with NFL players, newsmakers, and celebrities, along with coverage before, during, and after the big game between Kansas City and San Francisco. The Super Week coverage will be broadcast on more than 600 affiliate radio stations on foxsportsradio.com and the iHeartRadio platform. Dan Patrick's show will originate from the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, February 5th through 9th. Additionally, Two Pros and a Cup of Joe with LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, and Jonas Knox. The Doug Gottlieb Show, Covino and Rich and the Odd Couple with Chris Bouchard and Rob Parker will feature week-long broadcasts from Radio Row at the Mandalay Convention Center. Meanwhile, The Herd with Colin Cowherd, The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon, and The Ben Mahler Show will be live all week long from Los Angeles. And announced some guests. So there you go. By the way, The Herd you can see also on FS1 at noon Eastern Time. I think the one show that's going to be sort of in Vegas is Jim Rome and CBS Radio Sports. So there you go. Let's see, is that it for our radio, our media outlook? Yes, it is. Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've almost done it. We got 5 minutes left of the program. Oh, joy, oh, rapture. Um, one little hint try that again. You can't get these teeth anywhere. You're born with it. Budweiser brings the Clydesdales back to Super Bowl for a new national ad. What is the national ad, you may be asking? Well, Variety has written in its pleasure. The King of Beers wants to get its horses back in the national Super Bowl ad race. After using a Clydesdale sparingly in an ad that aired only in a handful of local markets, televising the Super Bowl in 2023, Anheuser-Busch is bringing the stately horses back to the Super Bowl main stage. 30 seconds of airtime that will be included in CBS's February 11th telecast of the event and 60 on the company's digital venues. All it took to get the famous equines back in front of a big audience was a message appropriate for a wide crowd. Viewers will see the horses helping a small town brought to a standstill by a snowstorm. As the famous band song The Wait plays in the background, the horses nudge their owner to lend a hand by delivering beer to a nearby, the old-fashioned way with a carriage drawn by the steeds. When the weather halts their progress, a friendly Labrador, another staple of Budweiser's Super Bowl commercials, trots out to guide their way. At the end of the ad, I gotta learn to talk slow. The ad ends with a message, quote, delivering since 1876. That might lift the spirits of the football crowds as well as Budweiser's system as Budweiser's system of distributors and employees. Now, forget that Anheuser-Busch is owned by the German brewer InBev, hence Anheuser-Busch InBev or AB InBev. Beverage, B-E-V. I'm telling you this. We've been on the air for what? This will be our second week back on the air, and already I'm having to retread my tongue. Anheuser-Busch InBev may be thinking nationally this year, but its efforts will include some local touches. The Clydesdales will bring Budweiser to bars around the city in much the same fashion as they do in the Super Bowl spot. One of the people trying to help deliver the beer in the ad is Fred Dana, who's been a Budweiser wholesaler for more than 34 years. That's very nice. I'm going to drink more of my water when we get off the air in 2 minutes. One injury to report, that is Charles Omenihu has a torn ACL, so he is out for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that means he will not be a part of the Super Bowl. Now, let's get to Vince McMahon if we can. Let's see. Okay. Here we go from Bleacher Report. We do have to add the warning here. The following contains graphic descriptions that may be disturbing. John Laurinaitis, a co-defendant in the sex trafficking lawsuit brought against Vince McMahon and the WWE last week, is alleging that he is also a victim of the former WWE chairman. Per Tim Marchman of Vice News, Laurinaitis' lawyer, Edward Brennan, appeared to corroborate the central claims in the suit by the plaintiff and former WWE employee Janelle Grant, who, while painting his client as someone who also suffered at the hands of McMahon. Quote, Mr. Laurinaitis denies the allegations in the misguided complaint and will be vigorously defending these charges in court, not the media like the plaintiff. Laurinaitis is a victim in this case, not a predator. The truth will come out. End quote. When asked for further clarification as how to Laurinaitis was a victim, Brennan responded, quote, read the allegations, read the federal statute power, control, employment supervisory capacity, dictatorial sexual demands were repercussions if not meant. Count how many times the complaint Vince exerts control over both of them. Now in the lawsuit, McMahon is accused of instructing Grant to create, quote, explicit content, end quote, for Laurinaitis, who is a former WWE head of talent relations. Grant was later transferred to the talent relations department, and the suit said the move came, quote, with the expectation from both McMahon and Laurinaitis that she engaged with Laurinaitis sexually, both physically and with explicit content. The suit further alleges that Grant was sexually assaulted by McMahon and Laurinaitis in June 2021 inside Laurinaitis' office in WWE headquarters while colleagues were busy at their desk. The two of them allegedly cornered her, and took turns restraining her while they forced themselves on her and ignored her pleas to stop, the suit says. Khadija Safdar of the Wall Street Journal explained that Grant signed an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, in 2022 to remain silent about her allegations and her relationship with McMahon. We're going overtime, I know. And her relationship with McMahon in exchange for $3 million. Grant is seeking to void the agreement and is suing for unspecified damages after payments allegedly stopped after she received the first $1 million. McMahon resigned as chairman of TKO Group, WWE's parent company, in the wake of the allegations. He denied the allegations by Grant and said the lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene, made-up instances, and never occurred, and is a vindictive distortion of the truth. Well, the more that's coming out, the more Vince McMahon must really be scared now that somebody has the balls to challenge him. We say good luck. And to Mr. Laurinaitis, we say Godspeed, sir. McMahon, I'm just going to say this. Any man that will cheat on their wife is scum. That's all I'm going to say about it. And needs to be taught a lesson. In Vince McMahon's case, that lesson's going to be taught the hard way. Because I have a feeling this woman is not going to be the last one to be brave enough to say that, well, she got used by the boss. But we'll just have to wait and see what else comes out, because this is starting to get a little bit ripe, if you'll pardon the expression. We'll have more on this, obviously, when events warrant. And we will be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. By the way, next Friday, we will not be on the air because I will be at the Commonwealth Commerce Center in downtown Jackson with Blood Bash Friday and Saturday. So Saturday I will be there. Not there. I will be back here Saturday. We will have a double dip version of Steve's Sporty Balls. And I'm just going to say this Friday, I think next Friday we are at Blood Bash, Mega XP, downtown Jackson, at the Commonwealth Commerce Center. I'll have to find out, let you know on Friday. That's going to wrap it up for us. We are about 5 minutes over, but that's okay. For a slow sports night, sports news night, we really had a lot of entertainment news and sports news. Entertainment and sports news. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I think we're going to touch on my favorite subject, independent comic books, and the continued, and I'm going to give my opinion on my favorite subject. That is, of course, comic books. In fact, the independent comic scene. And we hope you'll join us when we have the regular show tomorrow, 11:35 to 12:35 Eastern Time. Thank you all for tuning in. And as soon as I figure out how to share when the show airs on various outlets like YouTube, X, and however else, I can get us a bigger crowd in the old chat ski and there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I definitely will be seeing you. I'll let you know how the eye exam went. It's going to be a long Friday, I guarantee you. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow, same time, same place. This has been a presentation of the L2C Media Network in association with Mystifying Creativity Productions. This whole program created by Steve Baxley and Steve the Baxman Baxley, and was a labor of love. Of course, I couldn't have done this without my friends Matthew the Wizard, Nicholas, and Jay the Brain, with two N's to avoid legal man, which is also two N's if you believe in Kismet. But don't forget, we will be back on Twitch, I think, either next week or the week afterwards. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see if that groundhog lives or becomes breakfast din-din for Denny's. It's Groundhog Day tomorrow. Actually, this is tomorrow. This is Friday. We're 42 minutes into Groundhog Day. So good luck, good night, and cheer for the groundhog. Good night, everybody. I love you.